breaking news which has come in. Former Foreign Minister of Maldives, Abdullah Shahid, has slammed the Maldivian MP for his remarks on the Prime Minister's Lakshadweep visit. He wrote on X, and I quote, "Derogatory remarks made by two deputy ministers of the current Maldivian government and a member of a political party in the ruling coalition towards Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the people of India on social media is reprehensible and odious. I call on the government to reprimand these officials. India is a time-tested friend and an unwavering ally. They have historically been the first to respond in our time of need." So there's an all-out attack coming in on these comments by many of the Maldivian ministers, not just back home over here in India, but in Maldives as well. So there has been a sharp divide as far as the political scenario in Maldives is concerned. Maldives and India have always had very good equations. And if you remember, vaccine Maitri, as a part of the COVID policy, India had sent a large consignment of COVID vaccines to Maldives, and the government has always been grateful about that. The recent controversy was stoked by the fact, okay, I'm going to go across to my colleague Abhishek Jha. Abhishek, it's very clear, not just over here, but even back in Maldives, there's a sharp political divide where those comments against India and the Prime Minister are being condemned. Pressure mounting on the Prime Minister as well over there?
Well, of course, it does look like the entire political opposition of the current dispensation of President Muizu has been taking this opportunity to say that how this government has been acting towards a very warm and cordial relationship that India and Maldives has been able to cherish in the last few years. Especially, we have seen the bilateral relationship being able to fund a lot of infrastructural projects in Maldives. And in that case, it becomes really important that if such statements, such sentiments are being expressed from the senior ministerial positions, then it will be not good for the bilateral relationship. This is what the sentiment has been of former Minister Abdullah Shahid. Also, this is what the sentiment has been of former Parliament Speaker Nasheed also, and other political leaders also. And like we have talked in the past, there is a divide in Maldives about being pro-India and being pro-China. But that divide, if it reflects so openly, so brazenly by the ministers themselves, then clearly it's not good for the Maldivian government, Maldivian polity, and of course for the bilateral relationship between the two countries.
Okay. Abhishek, thank you very much for putting that into perspective. Of course, as expected, lots of reactions coming in on this latest controversy. Let's listen in.
No, certainly so. I mean, it's absolutely deplorable, the comments which are coming out from sections of Maldives. Also, let's remember, it's not everyone in Maldives is criticizing India. There is one section which is anti-India, which seems to be, and which is passing such remarks. It's absolutely deplorable and absolutely, of course. See, India not only helps the economy of Maldives through our tourism, right? We also provide them security. If you remember, way back in 1988, there was a coup in Maldives where India sent its forces, and within hours the coup was stopped. So for the national security of Maldives, India is the neighbor right across. As well as there have been times when there was an acute water shortage in Maldives. You know, even being an island, drinking water is a problem. So there was an acute shortage, and India sent, our aircrafts and our navy with bottled water.
Well, let me put it this way. In diplomacy, it's important to not to aggravate anything with tit for tat. You know what I mean. We can comfortably ignore these statements. You know what I mean. That's one thing. Second thing is we have to understand why he said it. And that is in the larger context. That is, after the new president came into office in Maldives, there was a demand made that India should withdraw the military force it has.
So, Abhishek, we are getting to hear a lot of voices. Do you think the fact that the Maldivian government has issued a statement brings a closure on this entire controversy, or will it only die if, for example, Zahid Ramiz is asked to step down or action is taken against him? Abhishek, if you can hear me. Okay, I'm going to try
Well,
and...
Pallavi,
yeah.
like the way we have seen the recent published press release just a few hours ago, which says that the government has distanced itself from those remarks made by the deputy minister, and also that such derogatory remarks may have some disciplinary action. That was the sense that the press release had said. Having said that, even though the government in the current dispensation in Maldives takes some action against these ministers, the entire sentiment, the entire political narrative of divide in Maldives is not going to die down right now. And that is going to be, in fact, a major challenge for President Muizu. If he sacks the minister, then of course his own party, his
Okay.
own political narrative.
Abhishek, I'm
is
sorry,
going
I'll
to
have to interrupt you here. There's a